Welcome back to The Talk Tonight. 1 week ago, almost to the hour now, within about 3 or 4 hours difference, 47-year-old librarian named Lori Bresnahan was leaving Great Northern Mall after picking up a 10-year-old girl at gymnastics class, and they were met by a man in the parking lot. Police say that man was David Renz, whose photo we had not shown you until today, when the district attorney released this photo of his mugshot. This is his high school graduation picture. They had said for a long time, these are other pictures of him from Facebook when he's enjoying some more enjoyable times, obviously, that they wouldn't release the picture initially because they were concerned about getting, identity, building a case, making sure it was solid, and I guess the potential of other victims, or even the victims in this case, one of whom survived, having to do an identification. So that's the cause for the delay. Now you've seen the picture, and now people are, it's like a big scab on a community's wound being just torn off today, and people feeling, I think, almost as bad as they did 6.5 days ago.
Yeah, the face of evil, a monster. I mean, the comments that we've been getting from people all day pouring into our newsroom, people have collectively been so angry and so sad, and now they have a person, they've had the name, and now they have this face to go with their anger.
Yes, fair or unfair, but we sat here last week at this time on Friday talking to advocates for McMahon Ryan about the different emotions that even those of us who are not directly related or connected to Lori Bresnahan and the 10-year-old girl, and anger being the top of the list of emotions people feel. And you're right, boy, you see that coming out. I mean, most of the people commenting don't know David Renz at all either. They just know what he's accused of, and it's horrible. It's just terrible.
And we can't even share many of those comments with you because, I mean, they're filled with expletives. You can't even imagine the anger that's being directed at this man tonight.
Yeah, well, you can imagine.
Well, you can imagine it, yeah.
Yeah, as we look at the video here from the police doing their work out there, they were racing against the snow. Six days ago to find evidence and put this case together. The pictures of him were out there on Facebook. This is the widest audience that the mugshot has found to date.
Yeah, I hadn't seen the mugshot till today.
Seeing it on the news today. Well, I saw it, and I saw the scratch on his face, and I suppose my instant thought was, boy, if all of this really happened the way police say it happened, I hope that's one of the victims' scratch.
Yeah,
I hope that.
Could be. We don't know.
It's apparent that there was some sort of struggle, whether it was with the victims, which I'm hoping it was, or whether it was with the state police officer who eventually tackled him as he was running so cowardly from that vehicle in Clay.
It's fair to give some credit to one of the reporters at Syracuse.com in the newspaper who's posted an article today about David Renz's childhood growing up. And
the first window into that.
And the deformity of his face, which has been corrected significantly by surgery over a course of his lifetime, and people who knew him throughout his younger years wondering how did this affect him, and did any of this lead to the acts he committed, although still stunned by all of it. But one can imagine, if you can think about that, one or two kids maybe in your school when you were growing up who were different than other people, the isolation that comes from that. And not being a psychological expert, I can't explain what that might lead to, but you would guess that his defense counsel is looking at that very closely.
Yeah. Meanwhile, there are a lot of people that just kind of want to shield themselves from all of this. They don't want to hear the news. They don't want to see the picture. Sure. They want to focus on Lori and her life. We learned today that a memorial fund was set up in her honor. We've got those details for you on our website at cnycentral.com. A lot of people talking about her smile and what they remember about Lori tonight.
Yeah. Great smile. Our talk tonight continues in a moment. Influx of false alarms in Syracuse, an opportunity to have some money coming into a financially struggling city, has, well, the two things have come together here. And the Common Council is looking at a possible assessment of a fee for people who have alarms in their home. We'll be back to talk about that.